Welcome back to Revolution Idol, and today I am going to be unlocking the Elements tab. I finally finished all the insane trials, and after that I have had this run running for a long while. I was hoping this would get us a little bit of progress, but progress has been very, very slow. So, even though I know Elements is not gonna really get us a lot more progress, I think it's still nice to have a little bit of difference in gameplay. So let's do the refine prestige and let's get the elements. Here we go. We get elements. So there is 4 different options here, and I think the first thing that it is looking for is fire, actually, but because of our current Zodiac build, the earth one should be highest, though we do get 0.00 per second, so that is not a lot. Our water is very low, it's only 0.15 luck, which is not enough, and our fire is also too low. So I think because if we look at the element tree, the fire you can get for 0.15, and earth is also 0.10. So maybe let's get that for earth first and then switch to a fire build and see if we can get something there. So let's wait for now for the earth to get back up. In the meantime, actually let's polish a few times so that our relics are, or our minerals are spawning the correct levels again. And we also should be able to get a bit more gold and stuff like that. Alright, so we managed to get 0.15 earth, and if we buy it, what actually did it do? Increase power for factor 1 for earth by 2. So what is factor 1 exactly? What did this do? Which one is factor 1? Increase power for factor 1 for earth by 2. So right now it is at... Wait. Okay. So only at 2 earth you get the next one, of course. But what is factor 1? I am gonna look this up and then I will be back. And in the meantime, I will also get a fire build so we can get some of that. Okay, so I changed my Zodiac build into a fire build and pretty much immediately got the achievement. So I guess it's working. I'm getting 0.606 per second roughly right now. And I also figured out that the increase for factor 1. So right now, wait, let's stop the macro here. So if we see here, we're at 632 million roughly. And if we upgrade this with fire, we get 7.98E9. So that's a lot more. Which makes sense since the factor literally just increases the amount that you get. Just like with the infinities, it increased by a certain amount. Okay, so the next achievement is lightning matches, which is 100 fire, which we are getting towards pretty quickly. Let's see what this is. Increase ascension power from VP based on your current fire. So yeah, we buy that as well. That will help us hopefully get the minerals a little bit up, so that's nice. The next node is attack level past 3600 boost for fire generation. Right now we're not close to it, but we'll buy it anyways. Fire boost relic 26. Which one is 26? 26 is quality donut. Okay. Doesn't seem particularly useful, but whatever. And now, okay, we get a secret achievement, I suppose. Thanks. Anyways, so our fire boost relic 31. Relic 31 is the... Ooh, that's the great one. That's the mastic gum. So I would love to get that one. But that is 1,000,000 fire, so that is going to take a while. So let's get this first achievement now. Yep, there we go. And then I think right now, since the next achievement is getting +2 earth, I think I am going to make a earth build. Oh, actually, let me first show the fire build. Actually, where is it? Oh, right, here it is. So yeah, the current loadout I have right now is the fire build that they recommend before you get ethereal zodiacs. So once we get ethereal zodiacs, this is gonna change a little bit, but when the time is there, I will show you what that build is going to be like. So whenever I also pre-saved it, so this is the pre-save. And then whenever I need, I can load it. So let's load the Pisces build right now, because I am going to need some more zodiacs and the green ones. So that's the earth ones. I can show you how I do this. So basically I just let this run, let the automation run until we get enough zodiacs, and then I'm following the guide on the wiki that shows me which one goes where. So for example, for this one, let's actually do it here. Let's do loadout 3 is going to be our earth build. Let's save it, and then the first one is the Virgo. The second one is Taurus. Venus is going to be Virgo as well. Moon is Virgo. Mars is Taurus. Jupiter is Virgo. Saturn, Taurus. Uranus is Virgo. And then 2 Taurus. So that's 1, 2. And Chiron is Virgo. And Fortune is Taurus again. So yeah, there we go. We already have enough. So let's put off the automation. And we needed mostly Taurus and Virgo. So let's actually see if we have everything we need. So let's try load it. Okay, we're missing one on Mars, which was supposed to be a Taurus. So what we can do very easily is just pick out the largest or the best zodiac. So it's like one of these, and just redistribute it to a Taurus if we get lucky. Sometimes you have to try it a few times. So there is a Taurus, so we can put it here. Then we can just sacrifice all of these, so we don't need them. There we go. Put these back where they should go. And now we have the Earth loadout. So if we put back on the macro for a bit, let it run. Let's go to the elements. And yeah, there we go. We are getting quite a bit of earth, and there is the achievement. The first achievement, and then the second is getting to 400. So let's see how cheap these are. Earth boost refine node effect for node 1. So that's pretty useful. And then for 25 earth we get earth boost gold gain. Ooh, okay. Let's go. That's something I like. I would like to get a little bit more gold. Also so we can upgrade our relics a bit. So let's wait for that. It shouldn't take too long. Oh, I love how these nodes are inside of each other. That's lovely. Okay, so buy 25, and then the next one is going to be 1,000,000, so that's quite a lot. So let's just let this run until we get like 400, and then we should be good. Let's see if our gold gain actually increases. Very slightly, not too significantly. Oh, it is actually increasing quite a bit right now. Whoa. I don't know what's happening. Could be just because of the VP gain. Not sure. But, yeah. Wait, have we polished? Oh, no, of course. We have a different build, so our game speed is very low. That makes sense. We can get rid of these. Our game speed is super low, so yeah, we don't get a lot of progress here, but that's okay. Our gold gain is actually increasing a little bit, but we're not close to what we were at before. Okay, so the thing is, we're gonna have to wait until we get like 400 for the achievement, and then after that, polishing an infinity is the next actual achievement, but I'm not sure if we can get that very quickly. And then after it, we have the wind and water loadouts that we still need to do. Let's see how much. I do have 1,000 of those points, so I can actually buy another loadout. Oh, no, not yet. It's 2,000. Okay. I will set up the wind loadout as well and wait until I get 400 earth, and then I will be back. Alright, so we have achieved the achievement that I was going for, and now we are ready for the wind build. So let's load the loadout and see if we even get anything. Okay, 0.01 per second. It's actually something. I thought it was gonna be really bad, but it seems to be okay-ish. So the next upgrade is current wind divides base special mineral cost by something, and I can buy it for 10, so that is not super cheap, especially with only getting 0.05 per second. We do have a little bit of time flux left, so let's put it on right now, and that should speed it up a little bit. Okay, there we go. We have 3, so that's the first achievement. The second achievement is getting 1,000 wind, which is a lot, especially considering how slow it is. It is only like 0.05 per second. So yeah, let's see though what the next upgrade is. Maybe it will speed things up a little bit, but I doubt it will. And here we go. Almost. Yes, there we go. Okay. So Of course, the wind upgrades are dependent on how much wind you actually have. So if we go to the special minerals, we can't actually see how much it changes because it's too low still. So let's instead focus on what's next. Wind boost relic effect 25. Which one is 25 again? It's the lock crystal. Okay. So not bad, I suppose. It's not great either, in my opinion. Let's get these upgrades. Okay. All right. So that is gonna cost us 250 wind, which is quite a lot, and I don't think I am gonna be able to get that very quickly anytime soon even. So let's see if we can attempt to get the water. So let's go back to the astrology tab, and I think we're just gonna use this loadout because it's not too different from this. It just uses one extra Scorpio on Neptune, I think. Yep, on Neptune. So there's a Scorpio and then a Cancer on Sun. And that's it. Beside that, it's all, what are they called? Pisces. So if we load this loadout and we redistribute to a Scorpio and a Cancer, we should have our max luck loadout, which is not super strong, it seems. But let's see. Yeah, this has a luck multiplier, and this does game speed. All right, let's see if we get any water. No, not even close, actually. So that is gonna be a bit of a problem. So instead, I guess in this time we're gonna just farm some refine points, so we can still upgrade some stuff, obviously. We can actually upgrade this, and there's also some upgrades here, like this one. And I think we're gonna be able to push a little bit further, so that's pretty good. And in the meantime, in terms of elements, is there any elements that I can get anything from? Not really. Not with this build, at least. So that's sad. But it is whatever. I think for now we should still focus a bit on getting some extra refine points and actually getting some rune upgrades, since those are still pretty weak. Let's see. Our refine or polish prestige isn't really close to anything yet, but one of the next achievements is actually getting the polish prestige to E308. So that might be the thing we work on. Let's actually refine here and get this upgrade. And then we can polish, and let's see, gold gain is 203, 220. So I think I'm just gonna let this run for a while, and then after that see where we get. I have now reached the point where my nice easel and my awesome brush and also my Queen of Spades are all in the sacrifice zone, which meant that I actually got a bunch of progress. So let's actually get a few more of these upgrades, because we can. And then I will show you my minerals, since those are also going up quite a bit. My highest level is now 202, and I'm spawning 184, which is quite good. And then I can also still polish prestige for E267. So that will upgrade pretty much everything except for the bow. So let's actually polish as well. And then let's see how fast we can get back to 200. So we can then probably also refine prestige for like E16, hopefully. And not that that actually does a lot for us. Because the cheapest upgrade, I think, is this one, which is E20, and it multiplies the second refine out effect by 3. We also do have this one and this one, of course, but those are not very significant upgrades at this point. I've not really farmed a lot of the elements, so we haven't gotten any new upgrades here. I only farmed a little bit of earth because it gives me gold gain, and that is what got me to the point where my relics are now stronger, and I was able to sacrifice them to get even stronger relics. So that is pretty much the situation right now, and I'm slowly getting some more upgrades and also getting a little bit of progress in the attacks tab. We can, prestige as well. And we're close to 3,600. But we need 3,700 for the first new mineral to be unlocked. Which I think, from memory, it boosts our earth gain. So that would be quite nice, actually. Alright, so right now we're up to 195. And actually I haven't looked at my runes in a while. Those are not that great. We have 71, so we can actually spawn some special minerals. Some extra PP gain. And I will have to wait anyways. And my... let's see, my rune upgrades. We could upgrade the magnagens, but I don't think that is worth it right now. And the moon generation rate upgrade is also quite expensive. It's 225 moons. So yeah, that is gonna take a while. We're at 64 right now. So let's see what we can do. We'll wait for this special mineral, of course, and then in terms of the normal, I think I will wait till we get to 200 again. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. And then we probably also get a little bit of extra value points and maybe some extra gold as well. We'll see. If we refine right now, we get 9.09 E15. So not too great, not too bad. And we also have 2.6 million magnets at this point. So whenever we do reset, we do lose a bunch of progress. Oh, and we're actually spawning level 185 now instead of 184. So that's nice. Our relic upgrades did help us a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna continue doing some relic upgrades. And then maybe also refine in a bit. And hopefully, I'm not sure what my next big achievement is. Yeah, it's getting wind, but that is gonna take a long time. And reach base level 2, which is also gonna take a long time. Beside that, we can get maybe Zodiacs to Immortal 300. And then we have some refine node stuff. So yeah, that's still quite a ways away. So I'm not sure what our big break is gonna be. It might be actually getting above 3600 attacks, because that boosts our fire generation a little bit. So I think we're gonna try get to that point, and then from there hopefully we can progress a little bit further again. I have finally reached 3600 attack and actually gone above it, which now means that my fire is getting a little bit better generation. It is right now at 1.81, so I get 1.93 per second, which is still not a lot, but if you let this sit for a while, the fire actually increases the quality of your Zodiac, so refreshing the Zodiacs is actually useful at this point, and it increases the ascension power from VP based on the current fire. So that actually pushes our attacks a little bit further, which means that we get increased fire, etc., etc. So that is kind of the cycle I am looking at currently. And then my minerals are slowly, very slowly gaining, but because of our current loadout, which is the fire loadout, it is very slow. But yeah, I'm just letting this sit for a while and then see what happens. But this is gonna take a while. It is a pretty big grind for sure. Alright, so the next element that I've been farming is the earth element. I'm now at 18k, which means that we have a bunch of extra gold, which I have been spending on relics. And it has actually progressed us a little bit further. Now my mineral spawn 188, and yeah, that is pretty much it, sadly. But it is actually doing some stuff. The earth node gets you better refine node 1, so it's more VP gain, and it actually also boosts our gold gain. So that is pretty lovely and great. Now the next one, I think I'm gonna try also farm a little bit of wind. The next one is 250 wind, which boosts relic 25. And relic 25 is... which one? The luck donut, okay. So it's not too great, but what else do we get? Oh, it also cuts down our special mineral cost. So also not amazing, but we need it anyways at some point, so might as well give it a try. And I'm actually curious if I am able to get any better gain right now. Probably not. Let's have a look actually. Let's find out. So currently we get 0.05 per second. So yeah, that's not a lot. But our eternity amount is also growing. So maybe if we do like a very long run, we will get a little bit of wind. And we hopefully might see a little bit of extra progress. I still also haven't managed to get the water up to a good point where we can actually gain water. So I need 0.1 because then my luck is increased by a lot, which is kind of what we want, because now we can also get new Zodiacs. So we're kind of a little bit stuck right now. I might actually switch back to Earth and then just get a bunch of relic upgrades and go from there and do some refine things in the meantime. So yeah, when I get back to actually getting maybe some water elements, I will be back. Alright, so I've been in my current run for quite a while, and I've gathered around 600k fire and a little bit of earth and a little bit of wind and a little bit of water. So if you look at our elementary, I got the 5th node for fire and the 2nd node for water, and I don't think I got anything else. Maybe the 3rd for wind. I'm not really sure where I left off because that was like 2-3 days ago when I actually recorded that bit. So yeah, that is quite a bit ago. And we have reached PP points of over 308,000, or 308E, I mean. So we got the achievement, which unlocks auto spawn of special minerals. So let's actually check that out, because I'm not sure how that works. Okay, auto spawn special minerals. The max cost, you can set the max cost, the max base cost, the max spawn factor, and max cost plus base. I'm not sure what all of this means. I think if we put our max cost at, so our base cost is 14. So if we see here, max cost plus base is something, and then max cost is also something. So if we say our max cost is like 14, right? And we put it on. We go here. We can see that we spawned one mineral, which was a gold mineral. And now we wait and see when it spawns again. So next spawn should be in a little bit. We're at 15 and 14. Okay, so yeah, there where it was, and I'm not sure what it was, but it spawns at 14. So that's pretty solid. So I also do think that when our max cost gets increased to like 15, it will stop spawning. So that's interesting. So I think if you go to here and set the max cost plus base, and you set that to like 0, I think it will keep spawning even if the base cost increases. But I also do kind of want to get more moon runes so I can actually upgrade Refine Node 7 and also upgrade the generation rate, because my sun generation rate is actually at 5 while my moon one is at 4, and it has been for quite a while. But for now, I think we also do want to spawn some special minerals, because that seems to be one of the main reasons we are actually progressing a little bit. So let's keep spawning until our base cost increases to 15 and see where we end up before we get there. So here's one for RFP gain. Pretty useful as our current RF points are at, well, if we prestige, we're at 4E19, which is not enough to get node 56 or 57, which is kind of what I want. 57 would be lovely. And in the meantime, I'm actually kind of hoping to get to 3,700, because that means that if we go to the relics, we get our finally our next relic is achieved. I'm not sure how expensive that will be. Probably pretty expensive, but we'll have to wait and see. So that is currently kind of what I'm waiting for. So let's keep spawning some special minerals and see how much that actually progresses us. I don't think it will progress us that much, to be honest. They're not that powerful, but they do stack up if you have quite a bit of them. So like every single gold or yellow gem gives you a gold gain of times 13,
which means that if it's level 2, it's at 191, and then at 3,000 or 36,000 at level 3, and like 1.74 at level 5. So that's pretty insane, if you ask me. Even though our gold is already at like 4,300 so it's not that significant of a boost, but we'll have to do with what we can get. And currently, this is what we are getting. So it's not too much, but well, actually, right now our base cost is 15. So let's see if we go to automation. Our max cost is still at 14. So it shouldn't spawn anything now. So yeah, it stays at 15, so it's not gonna spawn anything new. Which is okay. I think I'm gonna actually wait for my rune upgrade of the generation rate for the moon. Or maybe refine node 7 effect. It's 1024 for that, moon runes, which is quite a ways away, but maybe it's worth it to actually wait for it. We'll see, and in the meantime, I think, let's actually check what our Zodiac is. It's at 288, so if we unite here, it is at 290, I think is the max here. Yeah, the Taurus is at 290, so it's not too good, not that much of an improvement. Quality is E26. These are E25. How much does it have actually? So this one has a Zodiac quality of 2.956. This one is 2.93. Which one has it as the first? All of these have... None of these have it as first. Okay. So Zodiac quality as the second is 292. So it is actually quite a bit of an increase. So achievement 29 is 1.03, which is the same for every single one of them. Game speed is the last one, so it's 2.0654. Let's see if we can find one here. 2.0650, so that's not that much of an increase. So I don't think it is actually worth it to upgrade right now. So instead, let's just let this run go for quite a bit longer. And I think maybe I'm gonna actually get some other elements soon, but I think we're also wanting to get some runes, so in that case the best way to go about this is actually just keeping on going with the water build, and then our water build is increasing refine node 18, which is, if we go to the refine node tree, it increases our magnet base chance, so it's not that good, but it is something. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna keep on grinding this out and hopefully get to a point where I can refine for roughly E20 prestige points, and then I will be back, hopefully. So yeah, see you then. Alright, we are now at a new milestone. First of all, we finally almost are at 220, which means that if we refine after we get to 220, we get 5 E20 refine points, which means that we can multiply our global element multiplier by 10, so that would be really nice. And of course we will get this one, which is not that useful, I think, but we'll see. Besides that, we are able to upgrade our refine node 7 effect right now and our refine node 1 effect, so I'm curious how much that is gonna get us. So right now we're at E4340 gold, and if we upgrade with the rune, we're now at 4,390 or almost 4,400. So that's pretty fucking good. Okay. So we can upgrade a few of these. So let's do that. And then we'll see where we end up. So we should be able to push a little bit further. So we get another 5 E5 gold. These upgrades are all really expensive, so I don't expect a lot of them. And if we go back to minerals, we're spawning level 200 minerals now. So that's also good. We're getting some extra max VP. So that's hopefully going to get us some attack levels. Looks like it did. And now lastly, we can also, in the rune upgrades, get refine node 1. Which is gonna get us some extra VP as well. Let's go back. How much VP are we getting? Okay, so we got around E5 extra VP, I think. Which is gonna get us some attack damage as well. And we can attack prestige, so let's actually do that right now. Let's see if we get anything more. Alright, we got another level. So we're now at 3,680. And the goal is 3,700 still. Since we want to get... Since we want to get the next relic. And we can also decrease relic costs actually. So that might help a little bit. Probably not too much actually. Ooh, do we get another mineral? No. Okay. Still spawning 200. That's fine. Let's get rid of some of these. They will only get in the way. And this one as well. Alright, so are we getting close to 20? Yeah, it's not really. We're at 216 here. And then 214. So yeah, that's gonna take a bit still. So I am going to wait for that. But in the meantime, I think we're gonna spawn some special minerals. So in the automation, let's set our auto spawn to max cost 15. Just let it run for a bit. And then once it's at 16, we'll get some extra runes again. And we will try get the generation rate up. I think at least for the moon runes, and then maybe get something else for the sun. I think we should actually get these this magnagens up a little bit, but not another level because we need them for the special rune spawning. What did we get actually? PP gain. Okay, so it's not insane, and RFP gain, so that's useful but not crazy useful. Alright, so now the goal is to get for 1 3,700, and then 2 is to get 220. So that is what we are gonna wait for, and hopefully we can progress a little bit more after that. So I'll be back when I get there. Alright, so I finally got there and actually got lucky. Instead of 220, I got 221. So let's actually refine at this point, because I don't think there's any point in waiting even longer. We can get refine nodes. Wait, no, not we can't. Sadly, we can't get refine node 57, but we do get refine node 56. So let's get that. There we go. We get a achievement for it. Apparently, didn't know that was gonna be an achievement, but we'll take it. So right now we have left 2 E20. I think, yeah, we can increase the mineral base here, and let's also upgrade this one once, maybe twice. Not sure. I think I actually prefer to get some generation rate for the sun runes. And what are we left with for E19? Let's upgrade the spear once, and the bow and the knuckles, and all the other ones. Apparently we had enough for that. And now let's see if we can actually get like a quick go. So if we proceed right now, we get 5E18. I think pretty quickly we might be able to get to 210, and then let's see how much a refined prestige will get us. We can also polish prestige again, of course, but I don't think that is going to be extremely useful. Let's see. Okay, so we're at 210. Now we can prestige for 2E19. So actually doing some fast prestiges will get us to E20 again. So that's not too bad. And that will actually, maybe it's useful to get all the way to 5E20. We'll see. I think I am going to do this a few times and just upgrade my polish enchants and my special minerals a bit, as we can also get those here. Those are not too expensive, and they are actually pretty useful upgrades, I think, in my opinion. So yeah, let's get a few of these as well. And I will try to get to 5E20 and then I will be back. Alright, so I did a couple of refined prestiges, and we're currently at 5E20, which means we can get refine node 57, which I am gonna get right now. So that should have increased our element gain, and yeah, as we can see, now I get 0.01 water per second, which is, well, it's more than we got previously, as I only got like 0.0, and there wasn't really a clear gain, actually. But alright, now let's actually go back to our automations, and let's go and get, well, let's first actually check what our levels are here. So we can at 288 here, and I'm not sure what the quality was. So it's 2.64E26. Still 2. Okay. So let's get some new, what are they called? Zodiacs. Of course, we do have to turn off the auto selling. And let's get some fire. And then with that fire, we can actually get some more fire elements, and then from that we should be a-okay. We're doing this really fast right now, actually. And that's because of the refine node that we got, of course. The 281 is a little bit too low for my liking. Alright, so we need some wind elements. So we need 2 wind elements. So 1, 2, but I kind of want this one, yeah. Virgo is that, I think? Oh, Libra, actually. So we need one more. There it is. Now let's put it back on fire. Just let that run for a little bit, and then see if we can automatically put in our loadouts. So which one is the fire loadout? It's all the way at the top. So it's this one. Let's see if we have everything. Probably, right? I mean, we have a bunch of them. Let's see. So we do load, yes. Alright, so we do have everything. Let's see how much. We get 1400 per second. That's pretty good.
That is way more than I thought I would get, actually. I thought I would get like 500 per second. Let's also put on the time flux. We have only 5 minutes left, but that's fine. But yeah, this way we can get some more elements, so that is what I will be doing in the meantime. So that will conclude this video. I think in the next one I'm just gonna go try get some of the relics. I'm not sure. Yeah, the goal that I will have is like attacks to 3700 and get some better rarity Zodiacs. I think that is what we're going to be working towards. So we want to go here, which is plus 1000, so we get the ethereal Zodiacs. So that's gonna be the goal of the next video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.